searching for what I believe in, and I must never stop rising, rising, rising. Never stop rising, rising, rising.
Yes, what's happening, people? What's happening? Welcome back to another episode of Unique Sessions. And this is another part of the Hustle series. It's actually the final episode. Hope you've enjoyed the previous ones. I tried to put scripture into what I'm talking about because the scripture is a living word. And it actually has very important principles and teachings that we can apply to our everyday lives. They're actually very crucial. And the scripture I'd like to share with you guys today is Proverbs 14:23. Of course, I had to go back to my favorite book in the Bible, Proverbs 14:23. It says, "In all toil there is profit, but mere talk tends only to poverty." I'll say that again. In all toil there is profit, but mere talk tends only to poverty. Now, what is toil, first of all? It's not something that's used that much these days, but toil just means work. Working. When you toil, you work extremely hard. You work incessantly. It's where you put your effort. It's where your job is. Where you toil is where you're actually putting your hands to the plow, and your trap, basically, where you're making things work. So whenever you toil, you're working very hard. That's what it means. Toil is hard work, extremely hard work. It could be anything. It could be from music to dancing to painting to acting to a 9 to 5 in admin to a salesman, telesales. Whatever you work extremely hard in, you are toiling away in that place. And I actually want to talk about encouragement today because it says, "In all toil there is profit, but mere talk tends only to poverty." That just means that whenever you're working hard, sometimes you don't always see the profit, the benefit of it. But as long as you continue to toil, you eventually get something out. It's a principle of life. You always get out what you put in. If you put your time into something, setting plans in place, writing goals, meeting those goals, you will see those goals done. You will see results, but you have to toil. You have to work hard. You do get out what you put in. I'm not saying work yourself to death. I'm just saying that be realistic about what you want and how much work you need to do to get there. The other side of this is mere talk tends only to poverty. Mere talk tends only to poverty. So a lot of people are on gas out there. They say, "I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this." To be honest, they're speaking goals that they should write down and do. But they're just talking and talking and talking, and they don't really do much toil. If you're not a talker, to be honest, people can accuse you of being a talker if they don't see the results, and that can be discouraging. It doesn't mean you're not working hard. It just means that the profit hasn't come yet. But it's important to keep going. It's important to stay on your hustle. It's important to stay grafting in it, because as long as you do, you will get something out of it. For example, even a minimum wage job, you may complain about the fact that you don't get a salary from it, but at the end of the month there's always a salary. It's minimum wage, but there's still wage. If you know for a fact that your time is more precious, then go out there and find something that will bring you more for your time, more bang for your buck, so to speak. And so when it says in all toil there is profit, we can get discouraged even when we're toiling in an area that we want to toil in an area of passion. We can get discouraged, we can get tired, we can lose faith, hope, we can second guess, we can lose motivation. I just want to tell you that even don't let anyone discourage you from getting yours. Don't let anyone discourage you from getting where you want to get to. It's not always easy. It's not always straightforward, and you're kind of accused of being a talker just because you haven't actually gotten the outcome that people expect you to get. Part of making things happen is sharing your dream, sharing your ambition, sharing your plans, sharing your goals, and not everybody will accept that. Not everybody will see the good in it. Not everybody is the right person to share it with, but it's part of life. So people will accuse you and try and discourage you that you can't do it. But the fact that somebody else, if you've seen someone else do it or do something huge in the same field, means that you can definitely do it too. It's just about doing the level of toil you need to do so you get there. Just make sure that you're not just a talker. Don't let anyone discourage you from getting to where you want to be. Just because others don't see the value doesn't mean that there isn't value in what you do. Just because they don't care about it, they don't see no great, and it doesn't mean that it's not great. Remember, if you think it's great, then it's great. It sounds like it's a condescending thing, but it's true. It's true. Not everybody sees the value in what I do, my music and everything else, but there's some people that it blesses. Some people want it. So I know for a fact that I'm doing something worthwhile because there's a demand for it. Now, your opinion matters too. Many people have opinions. Many people have their own opinions, their own thoughts, but you have opinions and thoughts too. So why your opinion and thoughts should matter more than the opinions and thoughts of people who don't even have the dreams that you do. If it's your dream, if it's your ambition, if it's your plan, why are you listening to them? Your thoughts matter too. In fact, it's coming out of you, so it should matter more. These people that tell you that you can't do something, discourage you, or accuse you of being a mere talker, don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Someone once said, people who mind don't matter, but people who matter don't mind. All that I'm saying is people who mind what you're doing and think badly or discourage or don't see the importance of what you're doing, they don't matter. But people who matter will never mind. They'll be the people to stand with you. So the discouragers, keep them at arm's length. Sometimes it's good to take on board what certain people are saying if there is actually something to what they're saying. All I'm saying is this: there are people out there who think they're great at something. Maybe if they practice more and put more time in it, they could be. But if they're not willing to listen to people's constructive criticism, then they don't really grow. I just had to put that caveat in there. It's important to listen to the right people because they're actually trying to help. But if they're just trying to be destructive and hold you back, then don't be that. Just make sure that you're a toiler. Someone who's actually working hard to reach those goals, to get those things done. Someone who's actually taking their hustle seriously. If you talk more than you do, then that's a problem. If you talk more than you do, then that's a problem. You should actually do more than you say. It's not just about going around telling the whole world you're doing something. It's also important to build and work in silence. It's very important because that way you can actually protect your dream and protect what you're doing, especially at the foundation stages. Even the people really close to you, sometimes they don't need to know about every single thing you do. So make sure that you're toiling, but make sure you're not talking more than you're toiling. That's not good either. Make sure that you're grafting more than you're talking. Use your hands and legs more than your mouth to just be saying it to the whole world. It's important. Building in silence is important. Making sure that everything that you're saying, you back it up with action is important too. Your opinion matters just as much as everyone else. Don't listen to naysayers. Be smart. Work hard. Work smart. Keep unproductive people away from your dreams and keep pushing till you get it. Toil hard and don't be the person just talking endlessly. That's what I wanted to share today. Hope it's helped someone out there. My name is Unique Creation. See you at the next Unique Sessions. Much love. Bless.
Must never stop rising, rising.